That imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attraction. But guess what? Your imagination really is. It's the evidence of things not seen. Because your imagination, you know why it's the evidence of things not seen? Because you're the only one can see it. Your imagination is actually God showing you a preview of a coming attraction that he has for you. The moment you don't believe in your imagination, you negate what he got for you. Your imagination is the preview to life's coming attraction. It is the evidence of things not seen, because can't nobody see it with you. Your problem is you keep telling your imagination to the wrong people. See, if you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. It's dead. How many times, man, have you had a tremendous idea? Something you thought was the one, and you went and told it to your loved ones and your so-called friends, and they shot it down. I mean, you was convinced that it was just, oh man, I just came to you. And you told it to them and they shot it down. And you thought since they was your loved ones and they friends and they got your best interests at heart, you believed them. You was wrong. You let them talk you out of what God got for you. Some of y'all still sitting here with the ambition of opening a business one day, but you scared to go start the business because you got a job and you got bills. Rich people got bills. Everybody got bills. Hell, I got bills. Everybody owes somebody something. I got something with the bank right now. You're going to let the fact that you got some bills stop you from opening the business, the thing that God done put in your imagination? So you're going to squash that because you got bills. Everybody got bills. Your real life is in your imagination. Can you grab what I'm telling you? So I don't know what you thought I was going to say to you. I'm just a real dude. I don't even have the education you all have. I flunked out of school. I ain't got no education. I don't use 4-syllable words. The only 4-syllable word I know is my bank account. That's it. What I'm sharing with you is stuff that everybody can apply today. If you're sitting in here thinking that you're too old to listen to what Steve, hell, I'm 60. I'm 60 years old. I know. You can't believe it. I know. He's so fly. I know. But I'm 60. But I still rely on my imagination. See, if you think you're too old to make it, let me give you a prime example. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders has been frying chicken his whole life. He was telling everybody he had the best chicken in the world. Ain't nobody believe him. They turned him down everywhere. Colonel Sanders didn't get a franchise till he was in his 60s. Kentucky Fried Chicken sell more chicken than anybody in the world today. So if you're sitting there thinking because you got a little gray on you, you too late, as long as God waking you up in the morning, that's the sign that he ain't through with you. So what you tripping for? You sitting up in here like God can't do nothing for you because you 60. Man, you know what I'm asking God for right now? And I'm 60. If you could see my vision board, you would be blown away. Because I got enough right now. I really know, but I ain't in the need business. I'm in the want business. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting something. Quit going down to these churches y'all sitting up in here going down to, keeping you in these little boxes. God got a big life for you. The only person ain't get, look, and I love church. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking church. Don't tweet that. Steve don't care for the church no more. I didn't say that. But don't go down there, memorize all these scriptures, and then don't apply none of them to your life. That's what I'm talking about. Quit going down there just to go and just get a couple of scriptures and apply them to you. Let me give you one that's real simple. See, these principles of success, they've taken all of these scriptures and they putting them in books, and they call them, you know, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. But everything in there is a scripture. They just reworded it because people don't know how to read the Bible. Like, I can't really read the King James Version. I can't. 4 verses of that, I go to sleep. Cause hence, furthermore, whatsoever, whosoever, who is you talking about? I need a name, dog, not whomsoever, cause I'm thrown off. I didn't do good with reading and comprehension in school. The smallest scripture I ever read changed my life.
Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Albert Einstein. When I grew up, my mom always told me, go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. And I'm very confident, very secure that a lot of us that's watching this video right now, you've been told the same thing from your parents, or maybe you as a parent tell your kids that, just because that's the logical way to do it. If you go to school and you get good grades, you can get a good job and you can work for someone, make a great living for yourself. And that's what we do as life. And we meet a significant other, maybe pop out some kids if that's your thing. And that's what life is. And when I met my mentor when I was 19 years old, he's the one that really developed the imagination that James Hsu had. And if you're watching this video right now, you feel that you don't have a lot of ambition, if you feel that maybe your imagination is lacking, if you feel that that's not you, I want to be the guy that tells you that if you want it to be you, it can be you. I feel that everyone that's watching this video right now has imagination. Sometimes you just need someone to maybe plop it out of you. And if you don't feel that you lack in the imagination department, I always recommend have a mentor in your life. Have someone that you can talk to on at least once a week basis, that you can just talk to them about what you're doing, where you are, where do you want to go, and all the things that you want to create in your life, all the things you want to do with your life. Someone that you can be accountable to that can watch over you. Because if I listened to my mom and only did the logic side, I would have a fine life, just like I believe anyone can have a fine life. But I wanted more. I wanted to be able to take these things that I thought of and make them become a reality. And that absolutely can't happen if you allow your imagination to take over, if you allow your imagination to be a part of your life, if you allow your imagination to take you from where you are to where you want to go.
How to improve your imagination. A vivid imagination is more than dreaming up stories about dinosaurs and pirates. It is the origin of creativity and innovation, expressed in everything from technology and science to arts and literature. 1. Working on your powers of imagination will help you think outside the box, a useful skill at both school and work. Though some people are more naturally imaginative than others, there are ways you can cultivate your creative juices. Finding your imagination. Turn off the TV. This is the first step to finding hobbies that enrich your imagination. Watching television programs is a form of passive engagement. It is good for relaxing after a hard day, but not for promoting your imagination. Instead of watching others on TV, do a hobby that allows you to create your own story. wh.performance.mark Step 1_rendered. Try to do nothing. Finding your imagination involves shutting out external stimulation and impulses. Tonight, turn off music and television and sit for a while. See what comes to your mind, and come up with alternative ways to spend your time. If you find this difficult, try yoga or meditation to help you learn to turn off the world. Read creative literature and watch creative films. It is important to get out of your comfort zone for the forms of art you interact with. If you normally read detective thrillers, try reading a fantasy novel, and vice versa. The same applies to films. Look for experimental or independent films that challenge typical modes of presentation. Try to branch out not only in the content you interact with, but the way the content is presented.
That's qualified for.
Listen to music without lyrics. Listening to music has been shown to increase productivity while you are working. Jazz, classical, blues, and electronic are mostly instrumental genres. Jazz and blues are also improvisational. There are many additional more obscure genres that you can explore that don't have lyrics, like dub and garage. Write for fun. Beyond the therapeutic benefits of writing for leisure, it can cultivate your imagination. Journaling is an easy way to begin writing, just writing about your day. This is an important form of storytelling. From there you can branch out into fictional works that utilize your imagination more extensively. If you had a normal day, think about a juncture at which it could have gone very differently. Write a story in which you are thrust into a different world, and see it play out on paper. Make the banal seem beautiful through poetry. Write a poem about something entirely ordinary. Write in whatever form you like. Poetry doesn't have to rhyme or have meters. Try visual art forms. You don't have to intend to sell your work to enjoy visual art. Take a pottery or quilting class to find out ways you can use your imagination to create physical objects. You can find places in your home to confront them, or simply dispose of them. The most important aspect of this is that you allowed yourself a free-form artistic expression. Learn a musical instrument. Once you have mastered the basics of musical theory, try to start writing your own music. Improvisational forms of music like jazz are a great way to go for this because they give you a medium to express your inner voice. Play your favorite songs on the stereo and accompany them on your musical instrument. Participate in holiday activities. No, you don't have to convince yourself that Easter Bunny and Santa Claus are real. Playing along with these myths is reflective of an active imagination. Play dress up, especially for Halloween celebrations. Picking out a costume and decorating it is an easy way to exercise your imagination.